Week 14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Powers through. And a great move again. What an effort. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Moss will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a #4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. With the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Richardson looking to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert it.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Burrow. And this one too low. And, CD, you look at this defense, you know, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Richardson looking to throw this. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Colts at 5 and 7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
And the Colts first down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket, and when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Taken at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Moss on the give up the middle. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Under their strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have regained the lead.
Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to run on.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the Colts first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Avoids him at the 40. Down to about the 37.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, here's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22 now, here's second down and 8. On the option to give to Taylor here. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a fourth down. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 48 yards. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now, because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. Richardson now to throw on 2nd down. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now it's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's across midfield and all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Richardson now on 2nd down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abuka just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Rolling to his right. Pushes past him. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it had...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie us at 24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Burrow will throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Gay is on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Richardson. It's complete to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
40-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Richardson.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
They go play action with Richardson.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Escapes the defender. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Johnson.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Gay's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Richardson looking to throw this. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Option play, a give to Hole. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Great effort on the dive, but he needed to have arms that were about 6 inches longer if he wanted to pick it up.
And don't forget the rule change now. When you're diving for extra yardage, you don't get the bounce, right? It's where you go down. That's where the ball has to be marked. He came up a little bit short.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 6, 2:13 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
To throw, Burrow. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Now Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.